Hola bafethu. Eish. Ke Friday ka cheko bona wa bona le setapo ke di summer dress ke di summer colors bona ke di Hello Kitty. Ka ke lesilo. Bona ke sa wa hape ke re. Ha o sna di photos tsa studio. Ke tlo go botsa every episode o tle mo. Tlo tsa mo bisele. Sharif ye mo bisele. Tlo tsa mo bisele. O tle only 30 ranta. Di 10 ranta tsa 3 fela o no tla fela o no pa o be monate o be go ka moreng o relax o be monate o style wallpaper ya hao tswa.
Ule bafethu, ladies and gentlemen. Tulane mone aka Grootman wa bana la muitsi ena ola no mo sa mna hanela thata hona mo fela da. By the way, BRU'Z Conversations here, Chizele Manzi, Mr. Dese himself. We have a special guest. This one it over something hectic. Hoba busy, hoba lovely. Tloba monate re tlo itse new genres ba re sa di itseng. Re tlo itse lo tse dintse baya. We toast to it. Yeah. Before ke tlo mmolela, we just gonna have a small conversation nyana, talk nyana. O tlo ti introduce, o tlo ti polela. Because of one thing I can say is that she's a poet, she's a singer, a producer. Yeah, motho ire dilo tse baya, guys. Out there. The last performance winning about her bio, Motsepe Foundation, like she's big, she's totally big. It's all up to you guys to support her music.
Not big literally.
Yeah, like not literally big, but I think you understand, guys. Like yeah, hona ka mkhuri bolela ngore wa itsagale. Although hona le ba ba so meeting today ke chance ya hore le tlo mmona, le tlo moitse, le tlo tlhalanya ro dila ga eng, o bereka ga eng. My sister, looking lovely, Ojimar. Odese.
Hi. My name is Mayah. It's Sosha Juguline. I've been doing music since. I've been doing music since 2009 till today, and going forward. As he mentioned, I am a singer, songwriter, and a poet. Yeah.
That's one.
Nante yera tanke poem, bathong. Poem.
Yeah.
You do poetry.
Yeah, I do.
Moswena, you a lover.
Yeah.
A genuine lover.
A genuine.
Which is rare. Like guys, mona go nya no le itse o wima wa nyewa. Mjola war trafa. Mjola fontaine war trafa bara. La Usarina Gamo, she's a poet, she's a singer. And that one genre in Elena Hana, neo soul.
Yeah.
Neo soul.
Yeah.
To those who don't know neo soul, I think most of us know R&B. Everything is R&B right now, very level.
Yeah.
But the neo soul, just little nyana. Don't go too much my own.
Okay. So, neo soul is a fusion of the genres, right? So, renale R&B kamahare. And we also have funk, we have jazz kamahare. I think one way to explain it to people musically, thing is your Erica Badu type of feel mixed with a lady I love, Barke Georgia and Maldro. So she infuses the genres and makes up a unique sound. So neo soul is derived from different genres. So it's a mix up of different genres. Producers barata hore it's a little bit loungy. And nowadays on this term barake lo-fi beats or whatever it is. So it sounds something like that. So yeah.
Okay. Yo. Can I jump with good questions before? I'm meeting Mayah.
Yeah.
Mayah ke mang gore kopela o re tsore ya o itse gore ra bona arhane wa tshuma e opila ne.
Thank you.
Yeah, so kopela o re botse gore ho tse kae your journey gore from before or discover your gift.
Yeah.
Kopela re botse.
Okay. So, Mayah Okholetse Sosha, Gojubulane, as I mentioned, and she is the third child from 5 kids. Kidding. I've always had an interest for music because I grew around music from an early onset.
Yes.
So 2009, I got introduced to a guy by the name of Slowizi. And he heard me singing, got some dance practice around Mososha. And then he was like, you know what? I think you have a great voice. Come to studio. From there, that's when I started taking music seriously. And after that, I went on to meet a couple of producers that I mentioned in my bio. Your DJ Candyman, DJ BK, Abidoza. Yeah, quite a few of them to mention. Yeah.
Bafowethu, mo re boela sekolong. Mayah, my sister.
Yeah.
If I may ask,
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys go ask who sa hao ngwana. Wa bona o betha sekgowa. Iseng sekgowa, sekgowa. Thui. Kopelo re botse re tsene kae? Maybe di crash nyana. Somewhere danyana. O ka se bede se bjana ile hore e tla ka tsone.
So, I'd like to say this, ne? Skolo at a prominent school, but it doesn't mean your articulation in terms of Sekgowa will be up to par, ne? That comes with learning, you understand? I wasn't this good at pronunciation, believe me. Grade 6, I had a teacher that said, you know what, if you want to be confident, try kadi weekende obale and read out loud to yourself. The more confident you become, then schema dictionary, then utlaba sharp. So to answer your question, Getsene Confidence College, which is now getting converted to Kidiko, then went on to SA College, then Northwood High, then Nansindlela Senior Secondary. Yeah.
Yeah, ne. Ke college. Mara, nal question ngo e jambile wa ya raba man crash. Manhood crash from go school man. How but man have so many colleges, there's no way already there's no crash. What are mama? Okay.
People are married and have kids and stuff.
So, Otomilo no vela ni. What's our? Ragare go eat.
It's a safe space.
So,
It's a safe space. Be confident.
Popola fe.
What no to ya lava papa. Actually, nale busy at
Believe it or not, I grew up in a spiritual home, ne? So most times so there would be guests. So obviously bana more in the yard, but I pay attention to Bona that much. So it was around the time my grandfather was still alive. So Nelly mabotolo nyana color black. Yeah, I'm a brown. Me and my cousin because we saw some of the guests were too drunk, they wouldn't even notice. I think 2 or 3 and we had a sip each. And then when it was done, ralata the other one and the other one and the other one. But initial drinking, I would say it started by my late aunt, Kahuchi Fox. You know, she was the cool aunt. She'd be like, okay, got the family gathering barai man. ID. She was like, nah, come here, come here. So yeah, I think that's when I started actually tasting alcohol. So yeah, Marawa would say so much.
Like we need to know you in and out, not just as a performing artist. It's obvious. It's all alcoholic. Eh? Oh, relax. It's a safe space. Safe. Shout out to Ghost Boy. Shout out to Lizilo. Doing the most. I'm doing the most. Yeah.
Difference between not alcohol or alcohol.
Yeah.
I used to swim in the liquor, ne?
Yeah.
But now, ke godile, guys. Kitchen cheese.
Chomni ke chenjitse. So okay. Yeah, through the music industry,
Yeah.
what's your most highlight moment there? Hore? You had an embarrassing moment. You had a fun moment.
Yeah.
Go to more performance and how there has to be an embarrassing moment, a fun moment, a time whereby you feel like come on. What did
Yeah.
like those 3 moments, have they ever occurred more and then how did you tackle them?
Yeah. So when it comes to the embarrassing moments, I think the musicians didn't have a lot of those. And I don't know about some, but I'll speak for most and myself. Whenever I'm at stage, you always get nervous. Whether at the stage or at stage, you always get nervous. And then you come across a point whereby people are not used to the kind of sound that you do. So when I'm at stage, they're thinking, one, two, and then here you come, Gail, and then the crowd is like, okay, I don't know what she's saying. Some will be like, boo, and then once they hear your voice, they're like, oh, you sound like Lira.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I've had a couple of those. I'd name a few, including the clip that you saw, Muzepa Foundation.
Yeah.
So when we got there, mind you, it was 2 days after birthday, and unrehearsed. On my way to meet up with the guys at Rakoma Melody, I was told there'll be a band. I thought I was going to be alone with staging. They tell me there's going to be a guitarist, a pianist, and a drummer. I'm like, what? Okay. 2 I've met before, the other one I didn't. And the other one that I didn't meet and I only met at the venue was Spirit, Okokalawa. So when we got there, it was just mishmash. And I'd like to add, Hole, an up-and-coming musician, you're not taking that serious. So no, it's when it comes to coordination, organized, you'll never see that happen, unfortunately. Yeah. So it takes being someone to actually get the right kind of thing that you want. So we signed up on stage. When it was my turn, I get called out. The mic, for some reason, fat.
Yeah.
And I would say that I'd like to call it sabotage because it happens a lot with a lot of musicians that are up and coming. Yeah. So I feel like sound technician did something. Whether it was deliberate or not, I don't know. So when I realized that, I started focusing on the crowd. Okay, now how are they receiving me? And then I just saw everybody by me fella. After a while, I'm like, nah, if this, man. I'm just going to do this. Yeah. So it's now the crowd is receiving me. All of a sudden, the mic works perfectly. So those are one of those moments whereby you could feel like, okay, follow her stage, or if this, it's fine. Yeah. But I actually didn't do that. Second one was with a gig in BRU'Z. I don't quite remember the name of the place. This was mainly because they felt the artist did that side. So therefore, why babita somebody from this side to perform?
Yeah, as I was saying, being a female more industry, we know being a female, national scandals and the rumors, so if Selwa situation says sorry, you have to give it up. Selwa handle that situation.
Honestly speaking, it's a norm. It's a norm. And we put so for a while in Kilemo.
Yeah.
After how many years? And I'm still considering myself an up and coming artist. Well, if you want to do things solo, then you have to be the brunt, be patient and be resilient in your craft. Because they will try you. I won't mention names because they know themselves. Yeah.
Many mas.
I won't.
Maral kau geri.
It is a thought.
Khutusang in this industry because it's a thing, it'll continue. And it's nice to see when Baba industry and they're getting equipped with knowledge about the industry. Sometimes you just don't need a third party. I don't care what they say. They try to convince us or you need a third party in order to be relevant or in order to go from 0 to 100. You can't do it. Problem impatient. Trust the process. Put in the work. So I've been in those situations and honestly speaking, they made me question, what am I still doing? And it got to a point where for some time, I felt like, you know what? I would rather be a musician and a songwriter for musicians and I don't have to perform because now I don't have to portray myself in a sexual manner in order to get male attention. I'd rather people know me for my craft, not I don't even care about that. If it was up to me, I'd just wear a jean, skip as a pajama, sleep hassy, go about my business. Understand? I don't want to conform to the stereotype. I have to be this, I have to be that. I mean, for example, how many musicians are comfortable before Bopa Bikupa and Jelly Baby who would actually say Gizwa Juguling? You understand? Not a lot of people would say that. And the stereotype that's also been put out there, which in a true and false kamahari about the place. Everybody wants to be associated with a notorious place because now it adds to hype. But for me, it's not about that. If it's not about my music, then no.
Yeah. Shout out.
I know it. Now you know something dangerous is coming. So, when a music clip, a video of yours, I wanna ask. Is a ask this one? As a new soul artist, most of your songs, I can say as a versatile musician. Most Yaripinats are how it's about love. And this one music video I saw, there was this guy. Yay! But wait, there was this guy. So I wanna ask, is a ask, a very serious ask. The way now thing, the way was it comfortable? Did you like it? Did you get any ideas or was it just work?
Or wrong. Was it or wrong? Or wrong. Kidding. BK is a cool person, right? And to answer your question, it was work. Before you actually work on a music video, it's also a concept that also goes along the song, right? So the concept was discussed on the day of the shoot, right? And BK is the one that came up with the concept at the you know what?
Oh, yeah. I mean, why not?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When you say BK is a cool person.
Yeah, but... Goes to Visa Coloid. No.
Yeah, we must ask. Is he
no.
Pass?
Let's tell if cool was a person.
No. I felt like Wesiking Lizama Khompofa. When I say he's a cool person, I mean before Barakalabatu, you should actually have a great energy you should vibe, Bill.
Yeah.
So yeah, I vibed with them. That's why we worked on something, and that's why it came out the way it did. Because chemistry is not something that you build hebare action.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you understand, okay, this is what we need to do. We're selling the idea. You understand?
Yeah.
So I have to be in character.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. It was work. And if you can actually check deep behind the scenes, there were people actually saying, do this, do that, do this, do that.
I saw everything.
Exactly.
So asking from your point of view.
Meaning, certain things, no, kiss the person. Obviously, certain things that I'm not comfortable with, I will not do.
Yeah.
But if we are cool and we agree, no, this is what we'll do, this is what I can do, then that's what we do.
Choppy chop. So, can we play a game? Smash or pass?
No, bruh.
Smash or pass?
Yeah. I mean,
Smash or pass?
it's very simple. Maybe 5 people.
5.
Randomly.
5. Kapil. Kapil.
Fast. Nakuya
Kapil. 2 minutes. 1 minute. 30 seconds.
5 minutes max.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hey, okay, fine. Cool.
DJ Mapores. Hey, what's that? What's that? What's that?
Oh God.
Smash or pass?
Pass.
Vocalist.
Pass.
Set trick.
My
Set trick.
pass. Pass.
I have one.
Jessica.
Pass.
Kalo.
Oh, Asha.
But I also answer. Kalo. It's a Kalo.
Smash.
Yeah, Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rukwil. So, yeah, Kifila hore, do you think every girl on algo lesbian gamar or it's just bao? Before I got to smash a pass. Oh, for when I algo lesbian yana he. Oh, gara yay. Gam have.
Yeah.
Number one. I am a spiritual person, I'd like to note. And not everyone, or alemo, the rainbow flag, is actually whatever they think they are. Understand? If we were to delve into this thing, sexuality, you can't be something after a sexual experience. How many kids nowadays, I identify as queer, I identify as, that's fine. You understand? I think the biggest mistake about is try to fight it. Don't fight it. Because when they were in that stage, adolescent and trying to find themselves, they did a whole lot of crap. Now, new agey, they try to find themselves by experimenting.
Yeah.
I know people who have identified as lesbian, and at a certain point in time, they're like, no, actually, I think I'm just bi, or I just think I like men, but sometimes I like women. You understand? Coming to me, I'm straight. No. But hey, let me be honest with you, and I don't think a lot of females actually say this. A lot of females that look amazing. I'm not gonna shy away from complimenting another female. You understand? Whether she sees it as me making a pass at her or whatever, hey, if you look great, you look great. I get it. There's this notion, not all of us. So yeah.
Okay. I have, I think, about 2 questions called sip or talk.
Oh Lord.
Sip or talk.
You're lucky the stuff is not strong.
Regai change. Okay. Simple talk, ne. Have you ever experienced a one night stand?
Do you own any sexual toys?
Oh. No, I don't. Who?
Relax. Tell someone tough. Relax. Yeah. Simple talk. Have you ever had a moment whereby alcohol took charge and wala tamshima no wena ka smash?
Yeah.
You have?
That was when I lost my virginity. And I planned it. Thank you.
La utlwa ba fetibile we plan ne. Na itse ntho na ira. You have a question?
Have you ever fulfilled your fantasies?
Yeah, I have.
Ke a itswalla nna he o itse ke itswalla ke tsena deep bjano. Sip or talk? Have you ever been smashed? O tshwere dustbin? Are mo.
Emana goes ball
Getting hot in here. Getting hot.
Yashisa.
Marutili bang. Out of like a bunch of questions. No, I won't. No, I've never. I've never. Okay.
Sele Wakara a very bad foreplay.
As much as lekarata hore la itse ntele etsang. Yeah, I have experienced that.
Yeah, ne. Bafethu. Kunzima out there. Kunzima.
But you asked.
Yeah. It's true.
So goose boy na de question.
Okay, question from Ghost Boy.
Question about trouble silo kala di
Aruk.
My lady question
Okay.
have you so coming to foreplay.
Oh no.
Taviash.
Coming to foreplay.
Yeah.
Question you experience it, Haka, and then did you love it, did you enjoy it? As much as you told the gents as long as you try eating, you try it now. So have you been in a situation where you become a total experience, Mr. Grace or
What's up, man?
Okay. To simplify it, to make it. Dama no pila we nyakela ya hae tawa. Dama no ipolela. Reno summarize it was simple. Ne. Foreplay, did you like it? How many times have you had it? And then could you name a few?
Let me answer, ne? Go level it. So here's the deal. You don't engage in sex, right? And just lay there like a dead person, right? I hope to God but here's the thing with it. I wouldn't engage in something that I don't enjoy. And if there's something that I'm not satisfied with, I will say. So I believe with men, allowed to be guided. When don't be silly, whoever it is likes it that way, I don't. You understand? So open your ears to me guiding you as to how I would like to be pleasured. You understand? Because we always make it about the man. If you come, you good. But I should also experience pleasure. So if you get yours and you know how to get yours, I'm going to show you how to get mine. And if you already know. And here's the thing. Wabana sex is also a love language. Sometimes I don't need to tell you. You understand? Yeah. You'll be guided already. Yes. My body's talking to you. Yeah. So you'll be guided on what to do, how to do it, where to touch. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, pasta. So, what's your take on BBL? Do you think men love BBL or natural?
Honestly speaking, I don't think beauty is defined properly by the media. I mean, it would just say why for the longest time people have been bleaching matlala. Even before the creamy tseditla, I know people who were doing it, what's the shoe polish? Light brown, stuff like that. I feel like the media is on a warpath to try and make people hate themselves or feel inadequate with themselves. So coming to BBL, it's not for me to say what you meant because you don't like the same thing. You understand? You are not the same, we are not the same. There are men who prefer that, and I feel like men that like superficial things, it kind of outlines certain things about themselves that they don't want to come to terms with. Because if you're asking another human being to go modify their body for your liking, then it is you who likes something, not the female. And if she also goes along with it blindly, then she also likes something in herself. I don't support them because already a risky procedure. So when you do it, chances are you may be botched, if not have the health complications. So I wouldn't advise that. If you have a pancake butt, a big butt, a round butt, whatever it is, Bona, beautiful, love yourself the world like I think, because there's a man who likes you for who you are. And I don't think we get to say this enough. Honali different body types. If it's not for you, don't try and change her. There's someone who'll appreciate her just the way she is, and I encourage the fact that I know gain a weight nje wabo. But if you look in the mirror and you like what you see, even when you have no clothes on, sharp, whatever. Yeah.
100.
Okay. I think this one This one is for all of us. Okay. But then, yeah, all of us. It's for all of us. If you have an opinion on that, you can answer.
All right.
But then the first answer has to come from Moena as our guest. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that Harry cheated? There's a difference between cheating ya ma'auti and cheating ya banyan. Because there's attraction, there's lust. So, can you get the difference between cheating ya banyana and cheating ya ma'auti?
Tools.
The one and only.
You know this thing, men do it for lust and whatever.
Yeah.
Why it's all banyana ba duma le bona the same way le duma ka teng. Mara tswara.
Yeah.
If you're old school like me, then you know I'm not gonna be a chaser as a woman.
Yeah.
I like to be chased. I don't want to chase a man, especially when it comes to him advancing me. Why I understand? Thank you. That's the way it has always been. So honestly speaking, when it comes to cheating, it doesn't matter what it is.
Cheating is
It's selfish. It's selfish, and I won't see any difference, because if you're not happy with the person that you are with, leave. Don't make up excuses about it. It's not easy. Da 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 da. Who cares? What I said, because all that da 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 didn't stop you from starting something. You just like your bread buttered on both sides. You just like having options. So if you want to have options, be single. What I said, because here's the thing that happens nowadays, that I see in relationships, is that people get into relationships and still want to keep their options open. Why one problem? Then when she does the same, your ego is bruised. Why is it bruised? Why is it bruised? It's only bruised because now you actually realize, in doing something that she's capable of doing, and when she does it back, then you know, men that see her as a future prospect will actually do much better than you are. Because when, as a guy, if you at a point where you're relaxed, you're like, I got her, I bagged her, she's mine. Consistency is key. I don't think anybody gets into a relationship and wants to leave it. I don't. What I said. I think once we settle into, I can try to tools, blah, 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 blah. What I said, you no longer make the effort, he no longer makes the effort. He sees no need in buying you flowers, but he knows you like flowers. Sometimes it's the element of surprise that actually makes things much more interesting in a relationship. What I said. If you courted me doing certain things, continue doing them, because they'll keep me enticed to you. When you stop them, then I also draw back. When I said, not this thing, when she or he saw my true colors, then they left. No. I think getting into a relationship is also admitting, there are certain toxic traits about us as individuals that now the other person mirrors, the other person triggers in us that we need to work on and fix. You are not perfect. If you were perfect, you'd be happily married, white picket fence, blah, 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 blah. But you're in a relationship to build. There's certain aspects, there's certain things about you have to let go. You understand? In order for that person to also be able to live with you, be with you, grow with you. So some certain people want to say, accept me as I am and all this. Why would I accept your cheating ass? Why would I condone that? Do you understand? Every day, you know what? There are guys better than me. There are guys more money than me. There are women better than you, girl.
Yeah.
You understand? You're not all that. I like saying this to my little sister, Kere. It's like a social goof. How cheap How cheap? It's you feel like all the box to go conning. Why understand that thing?
Yeah.
That's when you realize, that beauty is just your confidence.
Yeah.
So if you're cheating, you're not exposing something out of me that I lack. You're exposing certain things that you try and conceal. You understand? People that cheat have a problem or have problems. Work on it. And usually it's internal. It has nothing to do with the other person. As females, we have the tendency to say, hey, am I not pretty enough? Don't I do this? Don't I do that? It's not about you. It's about that person. Yeah. If that person is saying, I am unfulfilled, kindly exit the relationship. I get unfulfilled. Yeah. Exit the relationship. Or whatever that you want to do with whomever that you want to do it with. I get. So it's like that.
Yeah. You said a mouthful here. Yeah, I think alright then you 100% there. Yeah. Because as men, we like to justify who cheat and so I don't know, time baby ka mahal. Like visa, but you know at the back of your head or why or feel guilty. Any Montona you love her. then you still do it. Or conscious until.
Yeah.
That's us, man. Yeah. But ra khona to tshwara le rena. Okay. Then at least it, right?
Yeah.
No ra tshawanyana. Ra vela ke tshawanyana.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, for like mo industry le mo yona photographing. Go to events. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wabona stock. Hey, wabona. Then you tempted nyana. Hey, marwo, focus. You must panic. Or mo what it is like yo. Ash. You must panic. Kenal mot. You must panic.
Yeah.
I want. So yeah, I think alright. I agree with you 100%. Bon, not even artway melela wrong. Answer. Yeah. Ghost boy or
o itsene ka mokgwa o e rabileng o mfeditse mantswe like
it's only
o file all the points like you gave all the points like regarding boys and girls our level any side you were real about anything and everything. So I appreciate the honesty because I feel one thing the other thing living generation we have fear
Yeah.
fear of something that we don't know taking risk I'm going all out for this person.
Yeah.
And then you're saying when I come at the back of your head you can say okay, I'm with this person, but then the moment you say but then that's where fear comes in because of otomonahana negative instead of the positive part. Hore mohara ka mkhobolela ngore o ritse ngwana go ene re aya yo bona mohara batho bo botle he or she chose you decided to say I want the relationship with you. So I think I got tackle the fear and level what is like ovulate ovulate goes boy anything to say ero wanenyana ha wanenyana lisilu ha wanenyana sifatleo
answer question.
What was the question? Sorry, guys. That was. So cheating. What is cheat? Question. What is the question?
What difference between men and women cheating? What difference men difference?
Kebona, not from my perspective, my point of view. Kebona is the same. Answer. Kebona is the same. The same way you cannot cheat a moto how. Lena, haka wanna find out. Utlura the same thing, but utlura twister differently. Answer. Mara, how level is it? Kere bachita the same, rechita the same. Mara omuwaira extra, meaning the female. Sorry, females are the ones likely and mostly bearing the flopper too much. In terms of cheating than us male.
Now I'm disagreeing with you.
No, it's just my point of view.
There it goes.
There it goes. Elaborate a bill.
With you, Baba.
Why and then state facts or why disagree?
Answer the question.
You know the point is you said facts. Men cheat on facts, women cheat on emotion.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you don't treat your women right, or some offend to batlang. Sharp, auto cheat the same way or suffer mon to batlang. But the problem is that's why it hurts more. But never cheated because it illegal territory.
Yeah.
You understand? And Basadi, emotional, how cheated, bruh.
She makes sure, ne?
She makes sure I will destroy.
Yeah.
And you will be destroyed.
Yeah.
You understand? Ne?
But depending
Yeah.
on cheating, and then I wanted to.
No.
Okay. Ghost boy, before you personal, calm down.
So yeah, on a lighter note, what motivates you to wake up in the morning, and what's your morning routine? Like on a Monday.
Yeah. What motivates me is making sure that my mother looks down on me and she's proud of me. You understand? Knowing that despite everything thing working against my odds, right? I still manage and I'm still here. You understand? And I believe horror, that's what motivates me, honestly speaking. You said on a Monday.
Yeah.
I think annoying my little sister is the highlight of my day. Yeah, annoying her is the highlight of my day, you understand?
Yeah.
And I feel like when everything doesn't make sense, she's my sanity. Because one chalohanya in a way that I don't think anyone will, because Opelalena always, so she knows me, when she's like this, don't do this, don't do that. So yeah, and it's easy for me to talk to her. Even like such a good advice, I'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I already left, and I'm like, I got my answer. You understand? So I think having somebody that just makes you remember why you're here and why you need to work hard. Yeah.
Okay. A re o buise mo lefatsheng ne sa wa ai re o buise mo ai a ke tsenele ai relax no relax go buisa o tla ke re go buisa mo lefatsheng relax. Okay, as an artist, as someone who performs, what's the biggest stage e o ka ratang ho performa mo yona and why?
It's not a stage per se.
Okay.
But I'd say tiny disc concert.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's where I'm looking towards, Baba. I'm not gonna wait for someone this side or wherever it is to actually realize what I am and who I am and what my craft is all about. But I know my market.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the next they start noticing you when you get international recognition. I don't want to be that, please.
Yeah.
So tiny disc could be it.
So, what's your favorite quote of all time?
Ooh. I don't have a specific person that quotes, but things that I say to myself. In a little clap, wait. Hey. So I have this thing whereby like almost feeling, and I'm like, yo, do you know how beautiful you are? Go get this shit. Like whatever it is, like Gamko. Like I have I don't give a if attitude. You understand? Because I know nothing will be handed on a silver platter. You understand? Sometimes you have to do things that don't look like you.
Yeah.
But the money looks like you, hey?
Right.
So why not? As long as it's noble.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
I gotta give you light. No, yeah. So let's say you're in a room, ne? We're playing spin the bottle.
Oh.
There's your crush and there's your boyfriend. How would that make you feel?
Why kill go in the first place? And a boyfriend and Nadumela.
Yeah.
Happily never territorial, so why in a situation like that?
I think sometimes you never know, the crush might come.
Then I'm not playing. Simple as that. But oh, Kalumurata.
So Arve no tiana. Erwala uno tiana. Will you date a guy like the virgin? Elong wena wa itse ena itse selo.
It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no. Because do bear in mind that has experience, right? And in him experimenting, he's gonna hurt me in the process. Do I have the gallbladder to experience such? No. And then my yes would be, yeah, you know, there's someone who dated me when I was a virgin, and it's been quite the experience. So, I don't know. But kidding. Honestly speaking, I would not do it because I feel like you would only know how to treat a woman if you find your way. Well, I once had this family friend of mine, a married one. We were sitting kontle, and I asked him, why do men cheat? And he said, in the process of finding yourself, you're gonna hurt a lot of women. Nikisili receptive to response high because I felt like that was a selfish thing. Mara, when you come to see it, men don't think like women. And unfortunately, in you finding out what certain things you just don't do, you're gonna end up breaking a lot of hearts in the process of actually maturing. And we don't mature the same. You understand? A man knows what he wants. A woman is in the position of being whatever a man thinks suits the ideal Sahai. You understand? So yeah, I think I wouldn't do it.
No smash.
Yeah.
I get probably is very go deep or go nowhere. So we're going deep.
Go deeper.
Ka di performances tsa hao.
Yeah.
The performances quite a lot. The performances tsa hao. Wait again. Yes, yes. Okay. Ne. So nako e otle e no performer.
Yeah.
Out of I get so many performances tse di rileng. Have you ever had someone wa mo pick up or atya di number then one night stand or something, or something happened after your performance wa kopana le motho wa re potential or wa ba break up nyana engwe enest?
Kaskwabare, don't piss where you eat. So if kitlile ka span ke span. Business and pleasure, iba stick, iba trick. I don't do that. You understand? If money brought me there, then money is all I'm taking, and the booze. Okay.
Yeah. So Mayah, do you think you're a funny person? And what was a joke we know one Ratsanya at least. Oh, you're funny as Kibasa.
Samantha, it's not feminine. It's not feminine. Okay. I like Hello Kitty, by the way. I do believe I am funny. I don't have a specific joke. Like I mentioned, I am spiritual, and I felt like if you want to be in an atmosphere good for you and good for your soul, you'll try and lighten up the mood. So it's just random things that you say that just make Batuba not say hi. I like being around people that are always laughing and just happy. You don't need a reason to be happy or utabe or be sharp. You understand? In the midst of everything that's happening in how you can at least manage for or smile, because anger causes wrinkles. So I.
I know what's up.
You
wanna be forever young?
Not really.
Okay.
It's just like age gracefully.
Okay.
Fine wine.
Moscato. Yeah.
Okay. So ne, would you say you have a type, and if so, what's your type?
Tools.
I know.
Tools.
100%.
No. I don't have a type. I don't have a type. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but I feel like if you think you match my energy, okay.
Yeah.
And if you don't try. Simple as that. He must have. Hey, what if he doesn't?
Yeah.
But he's still type yeah, then what?
Yeah.
That's not type, yeah. 90%.
Understand? Like, there's a lot to it. Understand? I hear guys nowadays because they're retaliating to women who say Indoda must. Cherry is a stress 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But at the end of the day, if get because these are situations that depending on the universe and the person, they could either be temporary or permanent. Wanna say, charity doesn't mean anything. So if moto lebeletse gore o tla betchiwa every day or whatever, that's superficial. I think too. Kasi bone. You understand? So I cannot. Let's get to hella Zaka, but all I'm just saying, Kore, Mamela, Oskai to hella, but bear that in mind, Yahore. Whatever that you ask from a man, because it's one thing, no, so go with the 1.5 marazanga it's on myself. Why? Understand?
Yeah.
But if I've made that kind of money and I know how to make that kind of money, then I can say, when I pay according to how you would like to give me.
Yeah.
Don't set an amount because that's also 5,000. I got 5,000. I can rata 1.5. 1.5. So don't ever do that.
Yeah.
How feel 200? Oh, sorry, yo. Kenyane. No, everything cute. Women don't know this thing. For men, it's psychological. If you're grateful for bunyanebo, then he gets motivated to do more and give you more. Hi, otomaga ka 200 o tlangirang wena ya go motho kono fa 5,000 or kono fa 5,000. You must know gore it's within budget how you blow money on you. Ha go bala anyway financially, and you mean jack to him. I understand. So I think if women could learn this thing, men like being praised. It gives them the zeal. Surprise 500 or 200. Rena basadi most rena are kono leboha. Re thoma re yo chomi. O mfile 50 rand. Kana go lo ena sa fona yona 50 rand eo. O lela. O file. And he worked hard for it. Ileboge. When I said,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So, do you think you are a marriage material?
of course.
Kono be?
Yeah.
Kono golmak? Kono tatu?
Sunday calls, 7 colors.
Let me just say, I worked in the food industry for the longest time. Worked under a company Barkitsebo, Go Unilever, and also under another company, Gamo IEC, Mo Election House. So food is my forte. I love food, so when it comes to food, there are certain things that I don't know, I don't eat, but I know how to cook. What I said. So when it comes to food, Shem, I hands down.
And golmak?
Pilafel.
Tatu?
Pilafel.
Oh, I know.
Pilafel. My thing on it is that when I start something, I end up going the extra mile. It's like you overdo it or you do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my toxic trait when it comes to that.
Last question.
Okay.
So, what's the weirdest heavy teirang? Like, kaira weird?
Oh, Lord. I can't say.
Please say.
Na level up.
It's a safe space.
When na level up.
Yeah. Hey, nerfese lo se uzisa question e. No, so what I answer. Oh, you answer.
No, really, why level? I mean, get sure that.
Yeah.
PG-13, please.
Over 18 years.
Why level upon na and orata black or white?
Oh, God. What was that? So?
Latino.
Who's that? The weirdest thing I do, I like my own space. I'm a nudist. So I think I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. No. I just like being in my, like, I just kidding. When you're comfortable in your own space and in your own skin, yeah, it becomes second nature. I think that's the weirdest thing I do. I don't know why I do it. And I wasn't always like that, but yeah, I'm comfortable with myself. Like, I don't mind kishabe mo speaking kere. Yo, mara ho sha boys. Yeah.
Okay. Sa stop for some 6 mo. If it's a bar plus 1. Eh. Anyiwa via no, anyiwa. So question ele. Question ele ne.
Yeah.
Mola underground.
Okay.
Ine.
Okay.
Have you ever? O went ole motho mo right, like o went ole motho mo right. But then have you ever Ghost boy. We see you. Ay, Raufi. So yeah, have you ever had one of the naughtiest moments with a guy, and what was it? I know. Say my name.
Call me daddy.
Unfortunately, I can't answer that question. Yeah.
But give us a clue.
Caring. When it comes to relationships, and I mean committed relationships, there's always room I play for, you understand?
Yeah.
And step out of character. Like you said, I seem like a good person, right?
Yeah.
But let me reference a song. She's a lady in the street, but a freak in the.
Okay.
Let's leave it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My God. Hello.
Yeah. So yeah, ana light tanut. Ne ara utla you've been in the music industry on Sara.
Yeah.
Salwa gradi male group nyana, female group nyana, was criminal nyana ba throela pranyana. Ba throela zaganya. Saloi. Joginyana, something ni nambanyana ra meet me go room what ati. What wa monat.
Wait till some people when they look at you, ne? And a set idea about you. As a feliz a camera brain a high show, camera imagination a high, says only to Lena on Alabama Lena. I think for a brief moment you just go like, hey, okay, that's lovely, thank you. Get some motona. I never delved deeper than that, because sometimes when people get to know her or that comfortable, Batomotrala blind. I understand. Batomotrala blind. So I don't want that, and I never allow a person to get that. And I don't have defense or groupies or stuff like that. I believe if people like something that you do, then they are lovers of what you do. They are not fans. I think that would comply, or that would apply to a celebrity. I'm not one. I'm a musician. Yeah, fair. Yeah, creative.
Creative, sorry.
Okay. So, Monagonyano, do you see yourself getting married, having kids, settling down, on a relax? Oh, no.
Ngwana mo blushisa kana o bona.
Oh yeah, so Mayah, yeah, ke a utlwa hore o versatile, ne?
Yeah.
Do you also do piano, gospel, or lebeletse specifically, or ha ba ka latlhella mo Answar, ha ke itse music industry ha ke sure ka yona pila, but you said you are versatile.
Yeah.
So do you think ba o fa beat ya le piano o ka inamela, or o fa ya gospel or ya hip hop?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've worked on an amapiano song, actually songs. Unfortunately, due to the differences, most of the lots that I've worked on have never been released. I met a guy barke Daramen. Go RTBS. I was at a studio go RTBS some years back.
Shout out to that man. Shout out.
So there was a song, actually two songs that we did at the studio. Le Kanebar Kemang, Le Misa Mang Twiza or Ketwiza. Yeah.
Generation.
Yeah.
Twice.
So unfortunately, due to the differences in the directors that were involved, it ended up not being released. But I've worked on a couple of amapiano songs. So yeah, evenly Afrotech. I was not an Afrotech babe at all. I did not even know house music until a DJ by the name of DJ K. Kabelo Mashekwane introduced me to house music, and he always said to me, "You sound like this girl, Barke Portia Monique." I'm like, "Who's Portia Monique?" So when I started listening to her music, I was like, "Okay, that's my vibe." So I think versatility has no genre, but regarding what I want to do, it involves neo soul. So that's my choice. Or if I was to introduce myself to this industry and to the audience, it would be with neo soul. So yeah.
The more bolela, the more re tlhakana man, ke a o feel, ke a o utlwa. Yeah, like but can you go with something?
Yeah.
It can be an advice, it can be a quote, it can be something in the future. Ne? You've been out there with one of the best. The names Todi mentioning, it's one of the most known, most seen. Some people know them, but balebala, but they whole if bio check on Google, they know Rutsoizagamang, they know Dalaman, they know Gavelo. I mean, you've been out there. So my thing is that you're humble. Like you have a humble soul. You are humble.
Yeah.
So one thing I can say, Gore, yes, it's fine to be humble. But then also have that regard. Have that thing in you. Joe, I can do more. I mean, why not? You already have contacts. Anytime they want, they can call you back, put you up on the stage, become famous in an instant. Why being more humble right now while you have all this content?
Great question. For once. Kidding. Thank you. It's kidding. I owe it to my mom, honestly speaking, because with everything that she did for Renabanabaha, she told us it doesn't matter when you're not humble. It doesn't matter if you are not your authentic self. Yeah. If God was to take away everything that you have, would you still get the same attention that you have from people? You understand? Would they still hold you in the same high regard that they do if you had nothing? You understand? So I don't want someone to treat me just because of what I've attained. You understand? Treat me how I am. Take me as I am. You understand? When I have to introduce how if it get not tools or what is that? I get your presence, sirit sahau, introduces you before okabulel. You understand? Let people say, who's that girl? Who's that guy? Before bakawit. You understand? Okay.
Do you think you're approachable?
No, I'm not. If you don't know me, no. No. Here's the thing. A lot of people say I have this thing, like intimidating before you actually speak to me or get to know me. And I like that. Because I know when you come to me, you'll come correct. You understand? Yeah. Hey. And to answer your question about being humble, ne?
Yeah.
You said I have the context and stuff like that. Okay, fine. Those people are doing well in their own right. You understand?
Yeah.
And kudos to them, because ke hard work ya bona. But what I'm working on, it's my own. You understand? And I can go for favor not. I'm not saying I'm too proud to accept help, because I'm not. What I'm saying is that let me fend for myself so I can learn the ropes and not always have somebody at my beck and call and be like, no, I don't want that. Because what happens when you don't have anybody to contact? So being humble, it's also a strategy. Play the game, Marobe. Yeah. I can remember how approach.
So yeah, adding on to what I was saying. So we just met today and kafila or like alright.
Thank you.
And I believe Basariwa Banchi are patient. Yeah, I think maybe being a creative, you learn to be patient. You learn to be patient. Yeah, I think everyone, both as human beings, all are creative, or patient, because when Alina Gonzalez, I feel like giving up. Gaira, when I'm ticking all the boxes, but as the year goes, gain experience, meet about relevant people variety. Like craft ya whole or magala di mawate ule hanyane or busy like almost every 2 days or every someone of ochaja bukai coat what now put sormare we rising up and nagar maybe this thing I very but no magala over busy over like fatigue. I think it happens and shout out to or patience and I feel like and I feel like why is or ofitagai or why is so pono or okukai or osalwari.
Your eyes open.
Yes. Osal yo. Hey. Coat, little coat, Eva fit, little coat. But dream with your eyes open.
Yeah.
One. I think today we've learned a lot.
Yeah.
It wasn't about music. When I think Ruta anymore, like as we say, it's conversation and we learn. Like, but don't underestimate the power of information exchange, because it'll never be the same.
True.
After more, you learn from me, I learn from you, vice versa, and so on. So shout out to that. So yeah.
Thank you.
So before tsanela deep rea go kai ish nako ela yerli ona wa ibona. Yeah, so one thing ernya go yitsi, if people want to support your music, you have an EP coming. Recreate music, how can ro approach or recreate a certain song, like Rautlog. Somewhere it's healing. I know Neo Soul. Yeah. So yeah. So but the people watching, or where they can get your music, how, and then when is it released, or when is it releasing?
Okay.
Ke first EP how, or you have other material, the single nyana.
The singles and features after features.
Okay.
My first EP.
So project how is one ke collection from Kale or ge new material.
New material. For people that want to find my music, I'd say the best places to look is YouTube, and second of all is Spotify. Otherwise, keep waiting, because I'm gonna take my sweet time. Because honestly speaking, if I'm gonna introduce myself into this industry, it better be damn good.
Yeah.
So I think once it's ready, I'll introduce. But just to name a couple of producers that I'm going to feature, it'll be Chief Joint and Phil SA and Desby Music. Yeah.
Shout out to them. Push and span.
Yeah.
Shut up to that.
Better shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah, Mara, I think Robo Najo, you a humble soul, you lovable, you cute.
Thank you.
How like yeah, like we've learned so much, like Orobonsita so much. Thanks for coming on more BRU'Z conversations. We had, I think, the conversations are deep, it's a light. Ngena go dumela ne roya mo wa ntlalwanya, but then throats are open. But thank you for coming. Thank you for appreciating our invite.
Yeah.
Your time is valuable. You took your time, you came here, wabale reina. I'm sure many people are still gonna subscribe. Yes, they're gonna come on Spotify, follow your music.
Comment everything.
Yeah. So to you guys out there, as BRU'Z conversations, there's still many more to come. The conversation gets akasi, growing new music, new entrepreneurs, and resatla mutabenza re ma auti banyana as BRU'Z fela le sa fela pelo relaxa thausa matshwafo hanyane ra itla ke hanyane a re fe motho rena mo re tlhalosetse tseding.
In closing, hey, I think you have to come back, hey. You have to come back, yeah. So in closing, register lo vote.
Question eo. Ke tlo se tso phikile a bo ke na lenganga le lunch.
Blind.
Yeah. Ne. For sure. Because I think an hour is not enough, hey?
Okay.
Yeah. Can I lay mixed views when it comes to politics? I just feel like, you know what? At the end of the day, it is what it is. I registered to vote for the first time. I'd actually vowed or I'd never vote Mopilombaka because of things that getting views that I have on politics. But when I see hore, politics is our everyday living, from the vet, everything. So it's part of our daily living. So it's not really about choosing leadership, but it's about seeing who can influence or who can actually drive this country into a better direction. Because we are hoping to build generations that will also benefit from decisions that we make today. So I'm hoping my decision to vote for a particular party will also influence decision making, or we're leaning towards the future. So yeah, go vote. Go vote.
So, any advice, Ritual Kopela, any advice to the youngins, to my Gen Z, to my 2K,
Yeah.
or any advice on life in general, on music, any advice? Quick one, not papa.
Okay. First and foremost, Kobeloros Kapisi or anything, Osna, your entry level, which is matric. Make sure. Doesn't matter whether you want to go with the stars, whatever it is, have matric. Matric, it's your plan B. You understand? Listen to your parents about it, get educated. Because at the end of the day, everything revolves around how educated you are. You understand? So do that. Follow your dreams, but also be logical about your dreams. And don't let anybody tell you any different. You are beautiful just the way you are. Love yourselves.
So, Guzman, this last question before
Guzman, unfortunately, right? Well, I when was fate. Guzman, I regret all. Yeah, I regret all. So, to the viewers, subscribers, the likers, the commenters, Rasalete, Rasatlo push, Segeta kasi, Tamososha, Rasatlo Vavita, Lasatlo Vaiti, Esalava Vanchi, Arasofit, Ogitulani, aka Hrotman, Lasatlo Pona press conversation, Gesaletini, are pushing, Arnamilizenza kasi, Rekono Honor Dinta, Kaufela, Rababutli, Po.